So this is my home screen. Yes, it's very plain. I don't have any notifications. I don't have notifications period on because they drive me insane, especially with me doing social media full time. My phone will be going off all the time, so I don't have any notifications. I also am recording this video on July 13th. Sorry about that. I know you guys watching this, it's gonna be in August, but I always do my videos ahead to keep me a little bit more sane. Moving to my main screen, I have still the same 4 categories: work, relax, bills, and other. Let's start with work because this is like a very important folder for me because I use my phone a lot for work. I have mail, which is completely empty right now, as you guys are seeing. I hate having a phone filled with clutter. The same way I like my house, I don't like to have clutter around, is the same way I like my phone. So yeah, my mail, my inbox is always empty. I don't get that much mail. I get a lot of junk mail and I just delete it right away. Notes, we're not gonna go into notes because those are all future videos. My notes is like categorized to like what videos I'm gonna be recording for next year. So that's how like organized I try to be. So I have a lot of notes in there, and I don't want to spoil any video ideas. Photos, it is completely empty. I clear out my photos, I want to say once a month. With me, I mean, there is one photo in there. I do like to use stock photos every now and then because I feel like my photo taking skills aren't as good as other YouTubers. So I do use stock photos every now and then. I've talked about this in the past where I love having an external hard drive because I can save space with my phone. It is a blessing in disguise. It's well worth the $100 and something. My phone is not laggy because I barely have anything on it. Then I have text art. Like I've said before, I have to pay for this app. When it comes to the text on thumbnails, I prefer to pay for it because I have used PicMonkey, I've used Canva, I've used all those apps, and I've always gotten copyrighted with my text. So I just pay $30 a year for text art. I've been using it forever. Then I have the Retouch, Facetune, PixArt, Lightroom, CapCut. Those are all editing apps. Retouch, you can delete things in the background, you can delete people. Facetune, you can make your face look perfect. I don't do that. What I like to do is I like to blur out the background from my videos to make it more like on me instead of the background showing. So that's why I purchased that app. PixArt has been helping me out so much with making collage thumbnails. That's like the only app where it's free to do like 2 pictures in one for one thumbnail, which I'm very grateful to find and to figure out. Lightroom, it's just to edit photos. I edit all of my Instagram photos. I don't use a filter. A lot of you guys ask if I use a filter for my photos. All I do is I turn the contrast all the way down and I kind of make it more of a moody vibe. So contrast all the way down, and then I bring the black part, like I make the color black stand out a lot more and make it a little bit more defined that way. If you guys want me to show you in a vlog, I will. I don't want this video to be long. That's why I'm kind of rushing through it. CapCut, that's how I make my Instagram reels. The easy version of iMovie, that's all I really need to say. You just record, edit your video on CapCut. You can zoom in, zoom out, you can add text, because with Instagram Reels, you don't really get copyrighted like that yet. Yeah, it's a really nice app, and I do make a lot of Instagram Reels. So if you guys want to follow me, I have my Instagram link down below. I have B612. That's another photo editing app. I like the black and white filter they have. That's kind of why I keep that app only. Pixels, that's where I get all my free stock photos and B-rolls from for videos. And then we have Pinterest. I'm gonna go into Pinterest really quick. My Pinterest is more of an inspiration for me. As you guys are seeing, I have this certain but this certain vibe that I'm going for when it comes to figuring out my style. I mean, I have figured out my style. I just don't know how to pair certain things, so I'm kind of learning. It's not that I'm copying fully these pics, but it's giving me an idea. Like, for instance, this picture right here, I believe so it looks like Selena Gomez, but nice sheer top, and she's wearing a regular black dress. So believe it or not, I have a black dress like that, and I do have a sheer top, and I would have never thought to put those two together. So I'm kind of like learning about fashion, simple fashion, I should say. And then of course I do get ideas on how to take pictures because I am not photogenic. And there are different ways of how I can take pictures and feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, like I said, I just use Pinterest for ideas. I don't overdo it like a lot of other people. Moving to relax. You guys are probably noticing that I do not have anything on my phone like Netflix, YouTube, Instagram. Instagram, I delete every now and then to just breathe because this is my full-time job, and if I don't take a step back, I'm going to go crazy. I took all of those apps out of my phone, and if I'm going to watch something on Netflix or Tubi, then I will grab my laptop. It'll force me to get away from my phone, watch something on a bigger screen, and step away from being on my phone all the time. And the only thing that I use for my phone is before bed, I have been reading a book. Believe it or not, your girl is changing, and I want to read more. I want to learn more. So I have been reading this book. This is what's this app called? Hold on. Ink Kit. That's what this app is called. It's a free reading app. All right, so it's called What Lurks by Liana. So people put their own stories on here. There are some misspelled words, some duplicate words. I just look past that. I honestly don't care. This book is really good so far. I am on page 20, and I believe I'm on chapter 4, I believe. And it is really, really good. It's about a girl that she kind of feels uncomfortable because this guy told her at school that he liked her. And now they're all going on a field trip, kind of. They're in high school, but they're going on a trip where it's like a haunted lake. And the boat stops working, and yeah, that's all where I got to right now. So it's really good. I'm kind of wondering how it's gonna end. I only read it at night. I try to just save it for nighttime because reading makes me sleepy. So it's best to do this instead of like watching countless Instagram reels or being on Pinterest all the time. It's better for me to read because it just makes me the sleepiest. I mean, with books, they do lie around the house when you're done with them, so it's hesitant to have a book lying around. So I'm glad I can just read on here, and eventually I probably will grab a Kindle. I don't know. We'll see. And then of course I have my favorite game, Switchcraft. A lot of you guys ask about this game. Why do I like it so much? Let me lower the sound, because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. This game is really cool. It's an interactive, I think that's how you say it, interactive game or interactive storyline where you get gems from playing the matching games. And when you're done getting the gems, you have enough to continue the storyline. I am on chapter 4, book 2. It's very interesting. It is more of a witchy kind of vibe. If you're not into that, then you won't really like this game. But I like that it's based in Massachusetts. Go figure, we do have Salem. It's a really fun game, and I play this like when I go to the doctor's office and stuff. So basically if I'm waiting to be seen at a doctor's office or if I'm waiting in a bunch of traffic, I kill time with that game. Another thing that I downloaded is Word of the Day. So a lot of you guys do tell me on how bad my English is. Thank you, I know. I wasn't brought up in a household where everyone spoke properly. I was actually brought up in a household where everyone swore. Like, so every sentence there was a swear word. I do not swear as much. I find it very tacky, unclassy. And now I'm more going towards extending my vocabulary with words that I've never known before. So such as word of the day right here, sleuth. And then you can also press like the mic button to see how to pronounce the word. And I really, really like this app. It's free also. You can pay for it, but you guys know me, I'm too cheap to pay for apps. So I feel like if I use my brain more instead of always using my brain for social media, then I can start remembering things more. So that's the only fun apps that I have. Moving into bills, I still have my Geico app, which is my car insurance. I'm also trying to pronounce things correctly now. I'm not trying to get rid of my Boston accent, but I'm trying to not have it as much. Yeah, so I just go on that app and basically, if I want to switch my insurance on how much I'm paying, I can just go on there right now and switch it. Chase, that is my credit card. The only thing I don't like about it is the other day I wanted a credit increase just to have my credit score go up more. For those of you that want to know my credit score, it has been stuck at 777 for the longest time. It's stuck at 777. I know that's good, but for me, I want to see it go up more. And I know some people are telling me, Carrie, you need to buy more things for it to go up, and that's not true. Another way for your credit score to go up is to increase your credit line. But anyways, I called Chase to see if they could up my credit line, because right now my credit line is, I believe it's at it's 5,000, which is not much. And it's not that I'm going to use all that money, obviously, but the more money you have on your credit line, your credit score will go up. And when I talked to customer service, they just didn't want to help me. So I don't know if I caught them on a bad day, but they told me that they can do that, but they will have to pull my credits, which will make my credit score go down. And then a year or two from now, it'll go back up. And I'm like, we're gonna be looking for a house next year, hopefully, fingers crossed. So I don't know, I just didn't want my credit score to go down. That's the only thing I didn't like about them, because my boyfriend has, I don't know, I think he has Discover or something. He doesn't have Chase, and he got a credit increase, and he was at $5,000 like me, and they didn't pull his credit. And I was just like, maybe I need to switch credit cards. But if I switch credit cards, by the way, this is the only one I have. I only have one credit card. If I switch them and go to a different one, or open a different one, my credit will still be pulled. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I know this was a long-winded discussion on this app, but I do like Chase. I just don't like that part of Chase. I have PayPal. I only have PayPal because when I do sponsorships, a lot of brands prefer to pay me with PayPal, which I don't mind. That works great for me and works great for my taxes. Ally, that is the bank I have. Eversource, that is our electricity or gas. Here, this apartment is just electricity, so that's how I pay my bills. I pay all my bills through my phone, by the way, except for rent. Rent is still with a check, which is super old school, but it is what it is. I use Cash App. If like my sister and I, if we're going out to eat, we just Cash App each other the difference. And my boyfriend also Cash Apps me his half of the rent and other half of bills. And then I have Amazon. I don't order from Amazon a lot, not as much as other social media people do. I only have Amazon here because a lot of you guys ask me for links, so I'm constantly updating the links. So I do need to have that app on my phone. Moving to the last section, which is other. I have Waze, which is my GPS. And then of course we have settings, clock. Yuka is a new app that I downloaded in June. I haven't talked about it yet because I wanted to test out the waters. So how this app works is you can take a food item or shampoo, conditioner, any kind of item in your house, scan the barcode. And as you guys can see right here, I have scanned a couple things. I've scanned a lot of stuff, but I do clear out my history. So for our tofu, I always grab our tofu from Wegmans because it's always cheaper there. So as you guys can see, it's scored an excellent points ratio thing. And it breaks down all the positives. And then it also breaks down negatives. So it will tell you how many additives is in this. So it has E516. If you click that, it will tell you as calcium sulfate is commonly used in an acidity regulator. At high doses, sulfates derived from calcium sulfate may cause digestive disorders like nausea, vomiting, or intestinal obstruction. It gets very, very complicated sometimes. It can be alarming, I'm not gonna lie. The items that we have in our house have scored really, really well. I try my best not to purchase anything that has corn syrup or any kind of weird ingredient while still being on a budget. I don't think there's doctors or dermatologists or anybody behind this app. It's just all AI. So, I mean, with this app, it's saying that every dessert is bad. Of course, desserts are bad, but all in moderation. It's okay to have a dessert every now and then. So, like I said, or like I've been saying, all in moderation with this app. Take it with a grain of salt, okay? Happy Cow, which I've talked about, that just shows all the vegan restaurants wherever we go, so we're not searching on Google. And then of course I have Fetch Rewards. The thing with Fetch Rewards is it can be addicting because my boyfriend also, if he sees a receipt now, he picks it up and he gives them to me. He comes home with like a pile of receipts every day, and that's because he leaves the house to go to work at these other properties, and he'll find receipts. He's like, they're gonna go in the trash anyways, might as well give you some points. So if you guys do not know what Fetch Rewards is, it's basically an app that can turn receipts into points, and those points will eventually turn into free gift cards. So I will have my link down below for that app. I'm not paid to say this, I wish. I think it's just a great app, and I've mentioned it probably every vlog this year. I'm sorry, but it's just an app I feel like everybody should know, so you can not waste your receipts. You can make money from it. And even if you order something from Amazon or order something online, you can link up your account with Fetch Rewards, and you can get points that way as well if you don't do physical receipts. So you can do e-receipts as well. So that's it for the main folders in my home screen. Obviously down below I have the call app, texting. Then I have Spotify. So I'm constantly adding new playlists. I love music. Yeah, you just follow me on there if you guys like music as well. I always update my music playlists at least once a week. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed what's on my iPhone. I will have the case and the magnet linked down below for you guys, along with all of my other social media platforms.